What's going on, family? If you're watching this on YouTube, this will probably be the best live you've ever watched. At least on our channel. No, it'll be the best one. No judgment
Hi.
zone. Real talk.
Yes.
And then I have to
Pin it.
pin this. 1 second, family. All right, cool. We're gonna give it 5 seconds to let everyone roll in.
5 seconds. 5, 4,
4,
3,
3,
2,
2,
1.
1.
Go.
Family, we have so much to tell you. It's not even funny.
Yeah, it's a lot.
There's a lot going on. Just in our life, I know there's a lot going on in your lives. That's why we wrote our post today about change, because we know that everybody's going through changes.
Yep.
But see, so many times, the change that comes into our life, it's a change that we don't expect, right? It's a change in job. We didn't expect to change our job. It's a change in congregations. We didn't expect that. It's a change in friendships we didn't expect to drop. It's a change in friendships that we didn't expect to gain. Look, family, we want you guys to know that no matter what you share with us, no matter what you say, no matter what's going on in your life, there's no judgment.
Yep.
You could share whatever you'd like with us,
As long as it's not.
and we're not gonna judge you. Even if it's, if it's over the top, maybe don't share that. But if there's something that's going on in your life, there's no judgment. And that's what we really want you guys to understand is, if you want to go pursue something, you want to go achieve something, your thinking is different than everybody else's. My wife and I aren't going to be the ones that try to tear you down. We're not going to be the ones that tell you to slow down. We're going to be the ones that tell you to keep going. We're going to be the ones that try to find the good in you. So many people, the second you want to do something that's different, they tell you, hey, slow down. It's funny, no matter what you do, people will always find something wrong with it. Mm-hmm. If you go out preaching every day, they'll say, hey, man, you preach too much, right? If you go work to go provide for your family, they'll say, hey, you work too much. And it goes both ways. Some people will always find the good in everything. Some people will always push you forward, will always want to encourage you. No matter what you're doing, they're saying, man, what could I find in them that's so beautiful? What could I do to encourage them? What could I do to make them feel better? And other people will just constantly try to find something wrong with what you're doing. Mm-hmm. What you want to do in order to increase the quality of your life is surround yourself with people who support you. Surround yourself with people who are going to push you forward. Surround yourself with people that want you to succeed, that want you to do better than them. Because most people in life, when they see somebody that's quote unquote more successful than they are financially, spiritually, marriage, relationships, whatever you want to call it, most people don't like it. They're envious, they're jealous, they look at them and they start to feel insecure about themselves. And so the second somebody feels insecure about themselves and they see someone else that's doing better than them is what they think, or that's more successful, quote unquote, they have to find something wrong with that person to make themselves feel better, right? Mm-hmm. So if you see somebody else that has a better car than you, that has a more beautiful wife, a better looking husband, and I'm not even talking about physically, but the way that she treats her man and the way he treats her woman, and you're like, hey, we don't have that kind of marriage. You'll either be inspired and you'll look to their example and say, what in the world are they doing? Why are they so much more happy in their marriage than us? Look, I want to study them. I want to figure out what are they doing that leads them to have so much more happiness in their marriage so that we can emulate that, so that we can follow that, right? But most people, it doesn't matter where you find them, most people, when they see somebody that's doing better than they are, they'll say, hey, No, there's no way they have a happy marriage. They must fight. They must have problems. No, she's cheating on him. They'll come up with a story in their head on why their success can't be real. Or, maybe he's doing well financially, but, he's doing terrible spiritually. They'll try to find something inside of somebody else that's wrong to make themselves feel better. Because most people, instead of being inspired by others people's success or greatness, the only way for them to feel good is by tearing somebody else down, right? You can either build the tallest building in town, or you can do the easier thing and tear everyone else's building down, right? Mm-hmm. So no matter what you see, most people, they like to compare themselves to others, and they like to handpick all the flaws that somebody has in order to make themselves feel better. Mm-hmm. Has that ever happened to you guys? Does anyone constantly criticize you for everything that you're doing wrong? No matter what it is. Whether you're trying to serve Jehovah, whether you're trying to better your life, whether you're trying to take care of your family, better your marriage, build more connections.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
It happens to everyone. I think that especially when you have good intentions, especially when it's something that you really want to do and it's for good, someone's always going to find something to say.
Yep.
Oh, you should really, try to, try to stick with this, and to try to tell you, what to do, because they're seeing how much you're doing and how fast you're doing so many things and different things, and they're like, how come I'm not doing that? So they're doing something wrong, and they try to make you feel bad, and it's sad, because we should be encouraging each other to do more. We should be encouraging each other to grow and become a better person. We shouldn't just try to go and tell someone, right, this is what you're doing wrong and you need to stop doing it.
Yep.
Because how long is that going to make you feel good? For that second, because you probably made them feel kind of sort of bad.
Yep.
But it's not good. Jehovah didn't put us here so we can just be doing the same thing,
You know what's so funny?
Yeah, go ahead.
Is that everybody, I don't mean to, if you have something to say.
You interrupt. No, I'm playing.
Yeah,
go ahead.
yeah, right. But you know what's so funny is that, and even though we just had back-to-back watchtowers, right? Think Jehovah's thoughts, right? But the way that Jehovah looks at a prostitute, a murderer, a killer, a serial killer, a terrorist, God's constantly looking for the good in people, even them. And we're all brothers and sisters, and you still have people who are looking for the bad in each other. What's wrong with this person? What's wrong? How is that possible if we're all supposed to be and trying to emulate God's thoughts, but we're constantly looking for what's wrong in our friends, our family, people in our hall, the congregations, on social media, everywhere we go, and then we take something, you'll find a post and you'll bookmark it, you'll share it with somebody, take a screenshot, to go send it to somebody else, to go gossip about why this person shouldn't be doing what they're doing, or how bad their marriage is, or how bad their life is, or how bad they're struggling with this, or I haven't seen so-and-so at the meeting for two meetings in a row. They must be having the worst thing that's going on in their life. Perhaps they're actually just sick. Perhaps they are on a vacation. But we jump to conclusion as imperfect humans so quick. We're so quick to judge. We're so quick to talk about people. We're so quick to make that phone call to our best friend about our other best friend that isn't doing what a best friend should be doing.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was going to say something, but I don't know if I should bring it up. Never mind. It's fine.
But look. You know what's funny, family, is so many people, they wonder, they're like, yo, we watch you on your Instagram and your YouTube, but are you guys like really this real? Family, if you came and seen us in person, you would understand it. But what you got to realize is that when you want to function at a new frequency in life, it's sad to even say this, but you'll have to drop people in your life. And if you hold the heart button It'll shoot out 500 hearts. So it looks like it's one person, but it looks like it's 500 people telling us we love you. But if whenever you agree with what we say, just hold the heart button. I think that's why that's there. But what's incredible is that when you want to function at a new frequency, you'll have to drop the people around you to keep up that momentum. And I don't mean this in a bad way. You see, let's put it like this. Everyone is functioning at an internal temperature. So most people have a temperature of their comfort zone. So everybody has an internal temperature of what they're comfortable with. So let's say most people in the world and the truth, everyone functions at 70 degrees, right? Let's say you function financially, spiritually, mentally, health, marriage, relationships, time, money. 70 degrees is where you function, right? So in order for you to raise your internal temperature, you want a better marriage, you want more money, you want more spirituality, you want more connections, you want more happiness, you want more love, confidence, joy, passion.
You want more everything.
You have to function at a higher temperature than you've been taught to function at. If your parents were 70 degrees, all of your friends growing up were 70 degrees, everyone that you know closely in the hall is 70 degrees, if people that you follow on social media are 70 degrees, guess what? You're gonna stay at 70 degrees because no matter what, you can't change the temperature unless you start opening up that cold window, unless you start letting in that cold air, or matter of fact, that hot air in order to raise your internal temperature. So if you want a better marriage, life, confidence, joy, energy, whatever, you have to start hanging around people who are 80 degrees, 90 degrees,
You know what's the
120 degrees.
That when you start acting differently or doing different things at a higher temperature, like you're saying, those people are naturally going to drop themselves because they're going to reveal who they really are. They're going to say, well, I don't agree. And you're going to find out about them because you're going to hear it from someone else. And you're going to be like, well, if you don't like them, block, whatever it is. Like, they're naturally going to, they're going to reveal who they are. They're
Right.
going to say it. You're going to hear about it. Whatever you just talked about me, I'm going to hear it. I'm going to know that you were sharing it. So they're naturally going to drop themselves.
Yep.
You just got to make sure to raise your standards, raise who you are, become better, and they'll naturally drop themselves.
So the crazy thing is, once you start raising your temperature, so if all of your friends were functioning at 70 degrees or below, if all of your family is functioning at 70 degrees or below, your coworkers, everyone that you surround yourself with, even on social media, if they're all at 70 degrees, the second you start raising up your temperature to that 80, 85, 90, 95 temperature, it makes people feel uncomfortable because they don't understand. Hey, what are you doing all the way up there? You're a 70 degreer. You're supposed to be down here with us.
Level up.
What are you doing? Slow down. Slow down. So they turn on the cooling system because they want to cool you back down to where they are, because it makes them feel uncomfortable when you're functioning at a different internal temperature than they are in every area of life. And it's the same concept. If you start hanging around 65 degrees, 60 degrees, 50 degree type people, financially, relationship wise, mentally, their positivity, their energy, their passion, then guess what? Your internal temperature on how you decide to operate and live your life will start to drop as well. So where most people are 70, if you hang around people that are less than 70, below average, in their income, spirituality, friendships, relationships, personality, energy, passion, love, excitement, joy, happiness, if they have less than that, then you'll see your internal temperature start to drop as well. Mm-hmm. That's why when you hang around people that aren't doing so much in life, it's good because you want to encourage them, but you don't want to hang out with them too much because it'll start to influence your internal temperature. It'll have you start dropping your standards. So the only way for you guys to start leveling up your life and to really become a 90 degree, 120 degreer is you have to cut off the other people who are functioning at that level, and you have to start hanging around people who are functioning at a higher temperature than you are, because that's when your internal gauge will start to increase. And so what we're trying to do, family, is it's really a community of not people who are better than one another. My wife are no better than anyone on social media. We're no better than any other Jehovah's Witness. We're no better than any one of Jehovah's beautiful creation. We don't think we're better than anybody. We're not special. Every gift, every talent, every ability, everything that we have that's good inside of us is from God.
Jehovah.
And we take no credit. But we also understand that there's so many people who are content with where they are, and they don't want to change. They don't want a difference. They don't want influence. They don't want a better marriage. They don't want a better life. They don't want better income. They don't want better spirituality.
And sometimes it's not that they don't.
It's not
It's not that they don't want a better. They're just okay with what they have.
They're complacent. They're content,
they're
right?
fine. They
Right.
just think it's okay. It's
Right.
perfect. It's just fine the way it is.
Yeah, and I don't like to get biblical, but Paul said to the congregation in Laodicea, right? He said the problem is they're not doing anything bad, but they're not doing anything extra either. The Bible says they're lukewarm, right? So most people are functioning at this lukewarm temperature. Their marriage isn't like, they're not divorced. They're not cheating on each other. Maybe not. But they don't have an amazing marriage. They're just getting by. They're not like homeless, but they're not doing anything special financially. They're not disfellowshipped or an apostate, but they're not something special inside of the truth. They're not doing anything extra, right? And so what we're trying to do, and people don't understand it, but the whole purpose of our social media, our channel, everything else, is there's a whole bunch of reasons, but one of the things is building a community of people who want more. And some people will go to our Instagram page and they'll be repelled. Like, who do these people think they are? This guy over here holding his wife in the air, constantly smiling. That's not realistic. That's not right. A page to find more happiness, joy, energy, passion, confidence in your life. Who do these people think they are?
What?
That's inappropriate. I'm going to comment something negative.
Baby, they're going to say you don't let me talk. You know what? Actually, I just went to see a friend that I haven't seen in months. And she doesn't have Instagram. She doesn't have YouTube. But she found out we had a YouTube. And she's like, so you're famous now? And I was like, excuse me, what? And she's like, I heard you have a YouTube. And I'm like, oh, yeah, we do. And she's like, well, I heard from someone else. And, I just wanted you to be careful, because you guys are using JW. And I'm like, talk, sis. See, she's telling me to talk. And I just thought it was crazy that my friend doesn't have Instagram or YouTube, but she's hearing it from other people and she's already bringing it in a negative light. And I just thought that was insane how people are going to start talking because they go into our Instagram, and there's nothing wrong with our Instagram. I think it's very motivational. I personally, we get a lot of messages. We love you guys. We get a lot of personal messages, a lot of comments saying, we love what you're doing. Don't stop doing it. And sometimes I do feel like, oh my gosh, maybe we shouldn't do it. But then I get a beautiful message from a brother or sister telling us, you guys really helped us. And it's really touching. And I just feel like no one finds anything wrong with their Instagram, but they try to find, you put JW on it. So I just think you need to be careful that people don't take it wrong, it's just crazy because we're happy and we're doing it with a good intention, but someone is always going to find something to say that's negative, to make you feel bad. And I respectfully say, you know what? I love you. I take everything that you just told me, and I'm not going to take it defensively. And I appreciate that you came up to me. Can you just tell me who they were so I can block them? That's what I said. I was like, you know what? Because if anybody that's my brother and sister is going to go up to my friend and tell them that, I think that your friend is doing this and that, they should come up to me and tell me. If they feel like they can talk to someone else in a group and tell them about us, that we're doing something wrong, you should have the courage, if you're my brother and sister and you love me, to tell me, what do you think I'm doing? It doesn't mean that I'm going to do exactly what you tell me, but at least I respect you because you told me the truth and how you feel. Mm-hmm. I'll respect you more. Tell me the honest truth. But I respect her for telling me, but I just thought it was just so funny how people find a way to find something negative and something that we think is so right for us to do.
Right. And you know what's funny? Friends, no matter what you do in life, if you grew up with a certain group of people, and they only seen you at one way, they only seen you as somebody who's not doing anything extra. You're not doing anything bad, but you're like that congregation in Laodicea where you're just, you're just getting by, right? The second you say, you know what? It's enough. I'm going to take care of my body. I'm going to go on a diet. I'm going to take care of my health. You know what? I'm going to pioneer. I'm going to go. I'm sick of it. I want to preach more. I want to auxiliary. I want to comment more. I want to do more for Jehovah. I want to do more in the truth. I want to go travel more. I want to experience some more things in life. You know what? I want to get married. I'm sick of being single. I'm ready. The second you make any one of those decisions or even anything like that, the friends and family that never seen you functioning and operating at that frequency, so they always seen you like this and now you're spiking up, they'll say, hey, what's wrong with you? Can't you just be happy where you are?
You look good just the way you are.
I think you're going too hard. You need to slow down, Billy. Come on, Sarah. Quiet down. They don't like seeing somebody doing so much more, because when you say, I'm going to take care of my body, most people will either say, hey, I'm super inspired by that. Thank you so much. Let's start going to the gym together. Let's do this. And they'll be inspired by that. And those are the kind of people that you want to surround yourself with. But most people, sadly, no matter where you find them, will say, why? What are you, some health freak now? Do you have so would you watch one of those Netflix things on health? You want to be a health fanatic? What are you going to go shop at Whole Foods? People will so quick to judge you because you want to better your life or better yourself. You say, I'm ready to start pioneering. They'll say, great. And then you're like, yeah, I'm going to start preaching every day. They're like, hey, don't go too fast. Take it easy. It's funny how those closest to you will be the first ones to talk you out about something that you're passionate about something that you want to change. Because people don't like that you want to change and you want to get better, but they don't. People don't like that you're raising your standards, but their standards haven't changed. People don't like that you're not that same kid or same person that they met years ago. So in order for you to maintain the success, the happiness, really take care of your body, really take care of your health, take care of your happiness, find that dream spouse, reinvigorate your marriage, get that love that you deserve, ignite your relationship with God, having a beautiful relationship with Jehovah, reach out more in the congregation. Sadly to say, but you'll never stop loving your brothers and sisters. I'll give my life for any one of my brothers and sisters, anyone. Whether they support me on Instagram or not, they're still my brother and sister. But I will not treat them and surround myself with them on a consistent, regular basis. Because I can't hang around people with low standards, because not for them, but I have to protect my own health, right? That's what the Bible says. It has nothing. Doesn't mean that you're against anybody. It doesn't mean we hate anybody because they don't support us, or because they don't take care of their body, they don't take care of their health, they don't want to do more for Jehovah. It has nothing to do with that. But we can't hang around them, because whether we like it or not, you're like a sponge. You'll start to wean in on your standards that you're trying to set for yourself. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
And so when we decided, hey, let's do social media, let's take care of our body, let's pioneer, let's go serve in Guatemala, in a foreign country. What were some of the responses that we got?
They said, oh no, you should not do that. Think about it. You're gonna just recently be married, and you need to focus on your marriage first. And one brother actually told my husband, are you sure that's what Monica wants to do? She just seems like she wouldn't be okay with the poor life kind of thing. And I'm like, I'm from Guatemala. What do you know? Like you don't even know me, and you're just you're already saying because you saw me and the way I dress and the way I look that I wouldn't be all for the Guatemala life. Right. I'm from there, but you don't know that. So you're telling me I shouldn't do it. You already know that right. I shouldn't do it. We're not going to last, and it's going to damage our marriage from the beginning. Mm-hmm. So it was a lot of negative feedback.
And then we decided to go take care of our body and make a health change.
And they
what
were
was
like, "What
that?
are you, health freaks now? Like, what are you guys doing? And you can't eat anything now." And and I was like we're just taking care of ourselves. We're trying to live a good life. Jehovah gave us this body to take care of it, not to just eat everything we want to eat. And just food is awesome. Like, I love food, but I have to take care of my body. It's Jehovah gave it to me. I have to take care of it. It's the same thing as if I went and smoked. I'm that's bad for me too. Eating is the same way. Everything in moderation. You got to take care of yourself. But we were health nuts after we decided to become, do a certain, lifestyle change. And what else?
And we decided to
open up our office too.
Wait, before that. And then we decided that we're going to start going to the gym early in the morning. And people said, "Hey, stop posting that on your stories on social media because nobody wants to see that. Nobody cares that you're at the gym at 5 in the morning." People said, "Ryan, you should be reading the Bible at 5 in the morning." And people wanted to talk down and say, we shouldn't post our workouts at the gym. Nobody cares. So then I said, okay, all right, maybe I won't post my gym posts. I didn't stop, obviously. I continued to post my gym posts. But then I said, all right, well, maybe my close friends and family will like the fact that, we were pioneering, and they said, maybe they'll like the fact that we're preaching. So I made videos every morning and said,
"You preach too much. You show too many videos."
My wife and I going out preaching today. Hope everyone else that's going out in service has an amazing day. And then people said, guys, you don't need to post that you're preaching every day on social media. We get it. You guys are pioneering. Nobody really cares that much.
But it's motivational to other people that want to be happy, but they didn't understand that. So it was too much preaching. It was too much posting. It's too much.
And then we decided to post and talk to our friends and family about traveling. And we said, hey, we're going to go traveling. So we went to Vegas. We went to other countries. We went on different trips. We went here. We went there. We went this.
Nobody cares.
And they said, hey, nobody cares about your vacations. You should be preaching. And I said, we were just preaching all month long. And we thought maybe, nobody deserves anything. But we thought maybe we were entitled to go on a vacation. And they said, yeah, maybe you go on too many vacations. So then we decided to open up our own business. And everyone told us,
you're being materialistic. What are you doing? Like, why are you opening your own business?
It's inappropriate. You shouldn't open up your own business. That's not right.
The point is.
Almost.
Get to the point.
Almost there. And then we decided we're going to go help at Buckingham.
At our assembly hall.
I like all you guys know.
If you know what Buckingham is.
Yeah,
it's at our assembly hall.
And we're going to go help out at our assembly hall. And we're like, hey, my wife and I are going out, at the assembly hall today. Hope everyone has an amazing day. Have you ever done, assembly hall maintenance before? And then people told us, hey, don't post it on social media. Nobody cares, right? It's inappropriate. You make me feel bad. And then we decided a whole bunch of other things. And then here we are today, and we're still doing all those things, but now we're doing social media to add it on top of that. And all of our friends and family that we grew up with, all our close ones, said, hey, maybe you guys shouldn't do that. That's inappropriate, right? So the whole moral of the story, family, is that no matter what you want to do, if you want to change, if you want to get better, whether it's you want to serve Jehovah whole-souled, you want to go serve in a foreign country, you want to better your body, you want to make more money, you want to take care of your marriage, you want to tell the world about your experiences, you want to give someone advice, because we all learn from Jehovah. That's what we do at the Kingdom Hall. We all give advice and share our points, right? So why is it only appropriate to do that at the Kingdom Hall? Of course not. Because when you're out in family worship and you're out working with the friends and you're on phone calls, everyone loves the interchange of encouragement. If I have a problem, I love to share it with somebody. Because if they can help me and I can help them, that makes us both feel good. And that's one of the beautiful things is we're using the tools of the world like social media in order to build one another up, not to tear one another down. And so the moral is, family, no matter what you do, even if you're putting Jehovah first, even if you're giving him your all, and you want to do a whole bunch of other stuff as well, the people who you surround yourself with, if you want to make a major radical change and shift in your life, people will tear you down. People will not support you. People will tell you to stop posting. People will tell you to stop telling me about your pioneering and you're doing this. They just don't care. But what you'll find is that there is people who do care. So don't lose hope. You know, all of you family, you guys are so supporting, so encouraging to us. So we realized, hey, you know, the people who really are genuinely interested in us pioneering is other fellow pioneers. The people who are interested in us owning a business are other JWs who own a business. The ones who really care about assembly hall maintenance are the ones that are doing assembly hall maintenance.
The ones that care about their health are the ones that care about the way they look and
are
feel.
the ones who also care about their health. So what you have to do, it doesn't mean we cut our friends and family off, but we stopped hanging around them. We stopped talking to them regularly.
Minimize.
We minimize our contact and communication. Not because we don't love them, but because we've moved on with our life. We're growing and trying our best to grow every area of our life. Because it's not just about, you know, serving Jehovah without taking care of your body. How can you serve Jehovah if you don't take care of your health? You can't serve Jehovah unless you're taking care of your family. You can't pioneer unless you're taking care of your finances. You can't take care of the congregation unless you take care of your marriage and your current household, right? So it's so important for you to level up every area of your life. And in order for you to level up, you have to surround yourself with people who also want more. You have to surround yourself with people who also want a better life, who also have extremely strict and high standards for themselves. People who are not just happy in one area of their life, but they're trying to better every area of their life. And what you'll find is more and more people in especially this community are trying to do more with their life. They want more motivation. They want more tools. They want more tips. They want more energy. They want more inspiration.
And it's probably the ones that are looked at weird at the hall.
And the people who don't,
and
our channel, our content, our Instagram, what we're doing, what you decide to do with your life will bother them. But don't take it offensively. Don't take it personal.
Look, family.
Just understand people function at different frequencies. We're obsessed. Other people are average, and I know you guys are obsessed as well.
Look, family, I have my mom, and I adore her. She's my everything. She's a Jehovah's Witness, too. And I was raised, you know, differently. Like, I was the quiet girl that, you know, just did her talks and went out preaching on Saturdays. Growing up, I was like that. And my mom was like, I don't even recognize my daughter anymore. And she's like, I don't know what you're doing. Like, there's something wrong, you know? Like, I'm like, what do you mean? You don't recognize me because I'm so happy all the time? Like, I'm always smiling. I'm just like, I love life. Is that a bad thing? So, you know, like, my mom loves me, but she's always seen me a certain way. But I love her too. But if I have to minimize, you know, talking to her as much, you know, like I talk to her every day, but not talking to her about other things that I do because she thinks it's weird or it's different, I'm gonna do it. And
or
she's my own mother. Yeah, she's my own mother, but I understand that. She's always seen me that way, and she's always been the way she is. But I'm like, you know, this makes me happy. This is who I am. I'm not gonna stop doing it. So, you know, like even my own mother, I have to minimize that with my own family because they don't feel the same way. Right. So I just wanted you guys to understand, like, even with my own mom, I had to do it. And we all have to do it. And when you start vibrating at that level where it's higher than everyone else, those people are going to either reveal themselves, the people that don't support you.
Which is good, because then you realize...
You'd be like, okay, good,
they weren't your friend down along.
Yeah. Or they're just going to fall off from there, you know, like they cut themselves off. So
it's amazing. We didn't have to cut off anybody. They cut themselves off because they said, hey, I can't hang around Ryan and Monica anymore because they're freaks. Look, family.
No, we're not freaks.
You want to be a freak. You want to be different. You want to be strange. You want to be the type of person where people say, I just don't understand why they're just never happy. They're never content. It's not that we're not happy. It's not that you guys aren't happy. We just want more. We want more spirituality. I want to get to know Jehovah even better. I want to learn how to think like he thinks even more than I currently do. I want to do more in a congregation. I want to reach out more. It's not for the fame. It's not for the ego. It's not that, you know, we want recognition. We don't care about any of that stuff. All we want to do is make a difference in the world and try to impact somebody's life and inspire somebody. our brothers and sisters, those in the
I
world,
just-
help bring them in the truth.
We just want people to feel happy the way we feel.
Right.
I've been in the truth all my life, and I can tell you, like, I'm the happiest I've ever been, and I know I could be even happier because I'm doing new things, and I'm, you know, like, doing this channel. I would never in a million years thought I would be talking to people. Like, I'm so shy, I'm so quiet, but here I am yelling and talking like my husband, and I love it. I love every second of it. Like, it's helping me become a better person. I love you guys so much.
Like, family. The more, like, before we started, I'm like, baby, I don't even think there's any JWs on YouTube. And now we get so many DMs. There's hundreds of people that are JWs on YouTube. There are so many people on Instagram that are JWs, right? One JW page has over 400,000 followers. Hundreds of comments, thousands of likes. Because we love to stay connected. Because we're using the tools that mankind has created, we didn't have to create, in order to help bring one another together and be encouraged. Is it for everybody? Absolutely not. But just like every avenue of living an amazing life isn't for everybody. If you speak to a pioneer, you will say, what is the key to living a happy life? Maybe, most of them anyway, will say, oh, it's pioneering. If you want to be happy, you have to pioneer. You speak to another person and they're serving at Bethel, they'll say, oh, you have to serve at Bethel. Another person will say, you just have to read the Bible every day. Another person will say, you just have to not have so many rules and enjoy every moment. You have to take care of your marriage. Everyone's going to, right.
Everyone has a different way or a different definition of what their best life can be or what they define as a best life. Everyone has a different definition. Saying that, everybody has a different opinion on what they think you should and shouldn't be doing.
Yeah.
But your opinion is, and Jehovah's is the only one that matters. If you feel that you're doing your best and you're giving Jehovah your best and you want to do more,
no one's opinion
that's matters. You go and do what you have to do, as long as it's not going against anything that you know you shouldn't be doing. But you know, like, we support everyone 100%, you know, like, and we're not going to judge anyone because we've been judged a lot and we don't want anybody to feel that way. But I mean, the judgment has only made us even stronger and more determined to do what we want to do.
We're like 99% no fear of judgment. Because you know what, family? At the end of the day, everyone will hate you. But at the same time, everyone, and a lot of people will love you. And whether you have, man support, what's important is that you have Jehovah's support. And if you feel honestly in your heart, hey, you know what? Maybe all my friends and family don't support me. But in my heart, I honestly feel that Jehovah supports me. If you feel that way, then you do what you believe is right. If you feel that Jehovah supports you serving him in any kind of way, because there's only 2 commandments, to serve Jehovah and serve your neighbor. And that's the most important thing in life. If you can go to bed every night and say, I served Jehovah to the best of my abilities, and I served my neighbor to the best of my abilities, whether that's people in the world or your fellow brothers and sisters, then that's a good night's sleep to me. Then that was a successful day, at least according to the Bible, right? Well, hopefully, family, you guys enjoyed this live. We love you so much, family. Did you want to end it there, or? Yeah. Okay. If we didn't answer any of your questions, I know we said we're going to try to bring people in live a lot more.
Not tonight.
Not tonight, but we definitely plan on bringing a lot of you guys in here. We are so excited to get to know each and every one of you guys, especially all of you who are super interactive with us.
Thank you so much for sticking for the whole live and listening to us talk. And
if you missed it, you came in later, just hit the, we're going to try to post this at some point. So just rewatch it either on IG or YouTube. But we really appreciate all of your love, support. We just reached 400 subscribers.
I wish 4,000.
I know. On
our YouTube.
On our YouTube channel. And we're so grateful to all of you guys who subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you haven't and you do love us, Even if you,
Oh, we love you guys so much. Look at all the hearts.
Please subscribe to our YouTube channel because that is the heart of our content.
The hat.
But we're so grateful for all of you guys, each and every one of you. We're so excited to get to know each and every one of you a lot better, bringing you all in our lives one by one by
I'm
one.
getting to learn a few names that are always on our lives.
Yeah, especially you ones that watch all our lives. You like all our photos. You comment. You share. You subscribe to our YouTube channel. You comment there. We thank you guys so much for all of your continued love and support. If only you guys knew how much it really means to us. It's funny, we'll go to bed and be like, Jehovah, should we do this? And the next minute we'll wake up with 20 DMs of, don't ever stop. We need this so much. This was amazing. You guys are so special. And we're like, man, all right, I guess we keep going.
Yes.
But we love you guys so much, family. If you guys don't already know, all the amazing feedback that you guys give us, we read it all. We appreciate each and every comment. I'm sorry we don't get back to you as soon as we'd like, but we are super busy people.
Detail too when we comment or reply. We want to make sure that we're giving you a good reply. It's not just thank you for this love and support. It's more.
All right, family. Well, we love you guys. We'll talk to you soon, okay?
Love you guys. Bye.
All right.
Mwah.
Mwah.